The Baltimore Ravens are sitting at 7-3, and they're making it clear they're one of the top teams in the NFL right now. If you've been watching this season, you know they're in a strong position to take the AFC North title. There's still plenty of football left, but it's hard to ignore how dominant this team has been so far. A big reason for their success? Lamar Jackson. He's not just playing well, he's playing at an MVP level, and there's no question about it this time. Last season, there was some debate over whether Lamar really deserved the MVP. But this year, there's no argument. Lamar is the best quarterback in the league right now. His stats tell the story. 24 passing touchdowns, just 2 interceptions, and 2669 passing yards through 10 games. And let's not forget his rushing game, 538 yards and counting, with 2 touchdowns on the ground. He's on pace to break 700 rushing yards by the end of the season. For years, critics have doubted Lamar's ability to lead with his arm, claiming he's more of a runner than a passer. But this season, he's proven he can do it all. He's efficient, smart, and making big plays when it matters most, whether it's throwing deep balls or running for critical first downs. Lamar has been unstoppable. His growth as a passer has been a game changer for the Ravens, making their offense even more dangerous. But before we talk more about that, hit that like and subscribe button for more NFL content. Let's aim for 300 likes on this video. Even with their impressive 7-3 record, the Ravens haven't been immune to frustrating losses. They've had a few games where things didn't go as planned, and those losses serve as reminders that there's still work to be done. One of the most notable was their Week 1 matchup against the Kansas City Chiefs. It was a game they could have won but didn't, and it set a tone that mistakes could be costly. Another tough loss came against the Las Vegas Raiders. The Ravens just didn't seem locked in for that game. Lack of focus and execution let them down, and the Raiders took advantage. Similarly, the game against the Cleveland Browns was a heartbreaker. Baltimore had plenty of chances to put the game away, but turnovers and missed opportunities haunted them. One big lesson for Baltimore has been consistency. Even great teams have off days, but the Ravens can't afford lapses in focus if they want to be serious Super Bowl contenders. The Ravens have always been known for their ground game, and this season, they've doubled down on that strength. The addition of Derrick Henry has been a game-changer for their rushing attack. For years, Baltimore's running back room has struggled with injuries. Names like Gus Edwards and Justice Hill have all shown flashes of brilliance but have rarely stayed healthy for a full season. Henry, however, brings something different: reliability. He's been one of the most durable and consistent running backs in the NFL, and his presence adds a new level of power to the Ravens' offense. Derrick Henry's impact goes beyond his stats, though those are impressive too. He leads the league in rushing touchdowns with 12 and carries with ease through defenders, giving Baltimore a physical edge in tough games. Whether it's raining, snowing, or late in the season when teams get worn down, Henry is the kind of back who can take over. He complements Lamar Jackson perfectly, creating a 1-2 punch that's nearly impossible to defend. Defenses can't stack the box to stop Henry without risking Lamar burning them with his speed or passing ability. But Henry isn't the only weapon in this backfield. Keaton Mitchell is a name to watch. He's coming off an injury that sidelined him last season, but his speed and agility offer a change of pace that keeps defenses on their heels. Together, Henry and Mitchell provide the Ravens with a dynamic rushing duo that can attack in multiple ways. While Henry powers through defenders, Mitchell can burst outside for explosive plays, adding balance to the offense. The Ravens' wide receiver group has undergone a major transformation this season, and it's paying off in a big way. At the center of it all is Zay Flowers, who has grown into a true #1 wide receiver. Last year, as a rookie, he had moments of brilliance but also made some rookie mistakes. This season, however, he's taken a big step forward. With 688 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns so far, Flowers is proving he can do it all, whether it's short, intermediate, or deep routes. His ability to make defenders miss in open space makes him a constant threat. Behind Flowers, the Ravens have a deep and versatile group of receivers. Rashad Bateman has had an up-and-down season, but when he's on, he's been a reliable target. Injuries have been his biggest hurdle throughout his career, but his talent as a former first-round pick continues to shine through. The team also made a key trade to bring in Deontay Johnson, who adds experience and depth to the receiving core. While Johnson might not need to play a starring role right now, his presence is a safety net in case injuries arise. He's been a #1 receiver before, so stepping up won't be an issue if the Ravens need him. One of the biggest surprises this season has been the depth of this group. Players like Tylan Wallace and Nelson Aguilar have stepped in and contributed when called upon. Wallace, known for his special teams impact, has shown he can also be a playmaker on offense. Meanwhile, Agholor has been a solid role player, providing clutch catches when it matters most. The Ravens' tight end group has been one of their most underrated strengths this season, showcasing depth and adaptability that has made their offense even harder to defend. Losing Mark Andrews to injury could have been a major blow for most teams, but Baltimore has shown why they're different. Isaiah likely has stepped up in a big way, proving he's more than capable of handling the starting role. His versatility and athleticism have given the Ravens another reliable option in both the passing game and blocking schemes. What makes Baltimore's tight end group so unique is how seamlessly they can shift their offense to take advantage of different matchups. The Ravens have leaned heavily on two tight end sets, which allow them to keep defenses guessing. Whether it's running the ball or spreading the field for the passing game, these formations give them flexibility that few teams can match. Likely's ability to stretch the field vertically complements Lamar Jackson's passing style, while his blocking skills open up opportunities in the run game. Baltimore's defense has been a tale of two units this season, dominant against the run but vulnerable in the secondary. Under first-year defensive coordinator Zach Orr, the front seven has become a force to be reckoned with. Zach's background as a former Ravens linebacker is clear in the way this unit attacks opposing run games. Led by standouts like Roquan Smith and Kyle Van Noy, the Ravens boast the best rushing defense in the league. Whether it's stuffing the run at the line of scrimmage or forcing teams into obvious passing situations, this group has been relentless. A major reason for their success has been the play of Justin Madubuike. His ability to disrupt the line and move between defensive tackle and end makes him a nightmare for offensive lines to deal with. Add in Smith's sideline-to-sideline speed and Van Noy's veteran presence, and you've got a front seven that consistently shuts down opposing running backs. Against teams that rely heavily on the ground game, Baltimore's been nearly impossible to beat. But while the run defense has been elite, the secondary has struggled to match that level of play. Despite having talented players like Kyle Hamilton and Marlon Humphrey, the Ravens have the worst passing defense in the NFL. Part of the issue has been communication breakdowns and inconsistency, especially against explosive offenses. It's a stark contrast to the front seven's dominance, and it's an area the Ravens must fix if they want to make a deep playoff run. The Ravens have everything they need to chase a Super Bowl this season, but it all comes down to execution. They've built a roster capable of competing with the best in the NFL. With Lamar Jackson playing at an MVP level, a dominant rushing attack, and an offense filled with playmakers, the pieces are in place. The big question now is whether they can put it all together when it matters most. So, what do you think? Can Lamar Jackson and the Ravens finally get over the hump and bring home a championship? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.